Hello and welcome to today's live community conversation. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 very simple tips to help you while you're on your intermittent fasting journey. And here in this community, we talk a lot to our menopausal woman crowd. So we want to make sure that we really do simplify this process for ourselves. So my name is Diane. If you're new, please take a second, if you don't mind, to hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get notified when we go live. We do this twice a week. And if you're on Facebook, I always ask that you hit that follow button as well. That way, again, you'll be notified when we go live or I upload new content for you guys. So here in this community, we do talk about intermittent fasting. We talk about it from the standpoint of where we are in this season of life as women. And what I want to do today is really take things down to a very simple approach of how to incorporate intermittent fasting so that you can not only reap the benefits of it, but you can really simplify what's going on in your life, and you can kind of take a lot of the stress out of your mindset about whether you're doing it right or wrong. These are the 3 things I always default to if I ever feel like I'm, just kind of out of balance or my life is feeling stressed or complicated. And I really want to just kind of dumb things down and just take all of the questioning and decision making out of the process. These are the 3 things I always go to. So, number 1, we talk about this a lot here, and that's the fact or the aspect of going clean. There's something really magical that happens in a clean, fasted state. And going clean basically just means water only, and I recommend having water with minerals so you keep those electrolytes up and balanced in your body. Coffee, that is black, and I know that seems daunting to so many, but really that opportunity to go clean and let your body really balance out chemically and hormonally is where the magic really starts happening. And we take a lot of the guesswork out of what we can benefit from intermittent fasting, and it simplifies the heck out of our day. And you can also have tea as well. We don't want to put anything in either our coffee or our tea, and we want to make sure that they are flavorless as well. That way we're not taking the chance of some sort of chemical reaction happening in our body, and we're hoping to be in that clean, fasted state. So tip number 1, this is my number 1 go-to default, never fails me, just take my fast super clean. And the reason I emphasize the clean part is because there is a lot of information out there about what's allowed in a fast and what's not allowed in a fast, and can you do this and can't you do this, and how many calories can you have, and it's okay if you do this. And in some situations that is true, right? You can dirty up your fast if you're fasting for specific reasons, right? But if you want to get down and dirty and really reset your body and really get into the opportunity of feeling that energized sense of calm and reap some mental clarity benefits and some energy benefits and some body fat elimination benefits and all of those kind of things, going clean is the best approach always. It just takes all the guesswork out of it. Then the second step or tip is go long. I always default to the 20-hour fast. Again, whenever I'm feeling out of sorts, whenever I'm feeling out of balance, whenever my life feels chaotic, a good series of 20-hour fasts throughout the week will reset everything in your life. It simplifies things. It gives you that internal powerhouse of energy. It will help your mental clarity. It helps you emotionally feel more balanced. That 20-hour fast is really where the magic happens. I call it the sweet spot. So if you're kind of playing around with some fasting protocols and you're not reaping like the best benefits, I always recommend going long, and that is the 20-hour fast. And then go all in on you. That's tip number 3, right? I think sometimes when we get caught up in the research aspect of intermittent fasting or the experimental aspect of intermittent fasting, we lose sight of what's important to us, and we lose sight of the why we wanted to intermittent fast in the first place, right? Because we're trying to meet everyone else's standards for what intermittent fasting is supposed to be, and that might not be us showing up as our most authentic self. So I always recommend just going all in on you. What feels good to you? What's serving you? What is simplifying your life? Where do you reap the best benefits? And quiet down all of the secondhand advice that we're being given about what's right, what's wrong, what you do, what you can't do, all those like go long, go clean aspects as well. And just lean into it, right? Just lean into what you get from intermittent fasting and why it is you wanted to do it in the first place. So 3 very simple tips for sure. Let me know in the comment section what tip, number 1, number 2, or number 3 is your go-to tip. Or if you don't have a go-to yet, which one of these 3 things will you implement to take yourself to that next feel good level? I've been fasting for 5 years. This is the thing I always go back to because I get lazy in my fasting too, right? I want to add in some fun things or shorten my fast or forget why it is I was fasting in the first place. And then I go right back to these 3 steps, implementing a clean fast, going long, and then remembering why it is I did it in the first place. Wow, we got lots of international people here today. I absolutely love it. Hello from Finland. Hello from the UK. Amy, good morning. Good to have you with us as well. Lisa, good morning from Illinois. Lucy, hello from Spain. 2017, I was going to say 27 graduate. That would be scary, right? 2017 graduate. Awesome, girlfriend. So Lucy, tell me which one of these 3 things is your go-to with your intermittent fasting. You've been intermittent fasting with us almost as long as I've been intermittent fasting. So let me know which one, 1, 2, or 3. And then Judy, for me, the key has been going long on the fast, really seems to keep me in balance. Yeah, for sure. It just takes so much of the guesswork out for sure, right? It just gives us an opportunity to chill. I would say Netflix and chill, but we don't have to add Netflix in there. It's just that energized sense of calm that we really do benefit from when we get that nice long fast in. And it still provides us this amazing 4-hour window to enjoy what it is we enjoy about food and feasting and socializing with the ones we love and our family and whatever, right? Like the thing about the 20-hour fast that I really loved, and that's probably like the one thing I'm really excited about, like kids going back to school this year and having a more settled routine around the house, is that I really love fasting when it's just me at home, and then having that really connected time with my family when everybody's home from their day and we can have our feast together. So it really does mix well with family life if you develop that mindset and look for that as an avenue as well. Abiet, hello from Israel at Avivit. You can, I think that's right. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. And then Sherilyn, hello from the Philippines. Marlene, hello. How do you ease out of a fast and not feasting? How do you ease out of a fast? So you just break your fast, right? You just pick a time in the day when you want to break your fast. And what I always recommend in the beginning is just go with what you usually have at that time of the day, right? So if breaking your fast is around dinner time, then I always just recommend just having dinner with your family and then seeing how that works for you. I don't think you necessarily have to do something specific with a break fast when you're just intermittent fasting within, a 24-hour period. But what will happen when you go clean and what does happen when you go long is if you have anything in your feasting choices that your body is not happy with, like your body's finding some intolerances to, then your body will let you know that. So I always say, stay very tuned into your body when you're breaking your fast, and your body will tell you if the decisions you're making are working or not. And then you just kind of have to go from there for sure. And then when you're not feasting and you're fasting, these are the 3 things I recommend if you want to go like all in with a nice, sweet, easy schedule for sure. And then Sandra, hi from the UK, go clean for me. Yeah, for sure. Clean is cool, right? Like there's nothing like a really good cup of coffee or a really good cup of tea when you're in a nice, long, clean fast. Like, and we just had our July course graduate last week, and they were talking about how food just tastes so much better. And the decision-making process about food is so much easier once you get this down and this down, because your body just resets its senses. And so you enjoy and appreciate food so much more, and you don't have to have so many of those little fillers throughout your day, because everything's just balanced out and you're going to just make better decisions for your body for sure. Donna, hi from New Jersey. Good to have you with us. I'm finding it difficult to get back into it. Donna, the best thing that I can say when women kind of step away from intermittent fasting and then want to come back in is figure out why. Like, why is it you want to get back into intermittent fasting, and what benefits were you reaping from it when you were doing it? And then if you can solidify that for yourself, then just make the decision. Like I always say, if you know today, if today's a Monday, that you want to get back into fasting, start today. Right? And if you've already done something that doesn't allow you to have a clean fast, like that's okay. Just recognize that. Feast really well tonight to support you going into a fast tomorrow, and just start thinking along those lines. Like, I want to intermittent fast, or I always use I am statements. I am an intermittent faster. Just declare that and just start putting those little practices into place. I think once you just make the decision that I'm going to do it and this is why I'm going to do it, then everything just falls into place. If you're kind of wavering about it and you're kind of just feeling like, I don't know why I can get back into it, you have to change that mindset and just say, I'm starting today, and just make that decision to start putting things into place for sure. Anything that we're feeling stuck on is always our brain, right? Our brain is going to be the thing that keeps us in that stuck place. So you have the power to control your brain. It's not always easy. Sometimes you have to sit down and actually force yourself to put some stuff on paper. But once you get that done, then you just implement the plan that you laid out for yourself for sure. That's why the class is so effective, because the class gives you that regimented every single day. These are the things I'm going to do. And it helps you build that habit, right? It helps you build that consistency. And so just watch a YouTube video every day about intermittent fasting, so that's always playing in your brain, and see if that might help you as well. A Joy Flower. Looking forward to August class. Yeah, girlfriend, we cannot wait to have you. It's going to be super fun. August is, a really cool time to be in class, because it's sort of like August always feels like New Year's to me, because everybody goes back to what it is they normally do outside of their summer mode. So it always feels like a new year kind of vibe and kind of feeling when we hit August. So I'm super excited to have you in class with us. And then do me a favor, let me know what your first name is so that I can look for you when we're in class for sure. Okay, any other questions that I can answer for you guys before we cut out of here today? 3 very simple steps. Go clean, water, minerals if you can. Remember, we're looking for magnesium, potassium, sodium, and calcium electrolytes that we want to keep in our body to keep us balanced and hydrated. I always recommend 100 to 150 ounces of water. That does keep you hydrated. A lot of times when we start to feel dehydrated, we feel fatigued, we feel like we need food, and it's really just we need water. So keep that in mind. Coffee for a little energy boost and a little fat metabolizing aid right here. Keep it black. And then tea also black. So no chamomiles, no vanillas, no lavender, no orange, none of those things, just tea. And then you could do green or black, and then go long, right? 20 plus hours of a clean fast will put you in that energized sense of calm within no time, and then go all in on you. Why is it that you want to do this? Especially for my women who stepped away. For my women who are new, for those who are going to be joining us in our August 7th course, you might not know yet why you're doing this, right? You might just be hearing all the vibes that are going on the internet about it, so you're deciding you want to give it a go. We do the decision-making process in class. But for my women who have done it, and maybe life has caused you to pull away a little bit and you want to come back in, go back to these 3 simple steps. Rinse and repeat this entire week, and I promise you, by the end of the week, everything will fall back into place. Your body has an amazing muscle memory. It will remember what felt good to it, and it'll want to go back there too. Marlene, how do I sign up for the class? You can go to the description box, and I'll also put a link in here for you guys. You can just go to my website, for today's agingwoman.com. There is a place you can sign up. It's /save. So I got that in there, for today's agingwoman.com. Okay. So I'll put that link in there. And then you guys can get on my email list. We close registration on Friday because class starts on Saturday. I welcome everyone in on Friday. Or you can just go straight to the fortoday'sagingwoman.com site and you can sign up for the class right there as well. So super easy to get in for sure. Renee, thanks, Diane. Needed to hear this today. Yeah, we all need to hear it, right? I, myself included, like I say, I go back to these whenever I feel like I'm falling away or getting distracted by life or not feeling my best. I always go back to these 3 steps. So you guys aren't alone in this. Trust me, I am not a perfect intermittent faster or a perfect lifestyle person. I have my days also, but anytime I'm feeling off or anytime I need a reset, these are always the 3 things I implement, and it happens very quickly. Your body will understand what it is it needs to do, and it will thank you, and it will respond in kind for sure. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Welcome to all of our international women who jumped on with us today. We love our international community. If you want information about the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course that starts on August 7th, you can go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com. I think I have a little thing right here. You can go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com or fortoday'sagingwoman.com /save, get on the email list, or you can register from there. If you have any questions for me, always feel free to email me. My email is everywhere. You can Google search it and try to find me. You can get me through the For Today's Aging Woman site. I'm always available to answer any questions for you guys and help you either get started in the class or reignite your passion for intermittent fasting if in fact you have fallen away. I hope you guys have a great week. Implement these 3 steps and I'll check back in with you guys on Thursday to see how you're feeling. Talk to you guys later.